Okay, I got stuck here last night, so. Nobody's driveway's plowed, so I'm not gonna turn around and get stuck. Okay, their driveway looks good. Yay! We did it! I feel like I should go back and get my spikes. Okay, I just fell twice and I barely got 10 feet, so I'm gonna go put my ice spikes on. Alright, so this week we're going on a winter adventure because I just got back from Mexico and I spent a ridiculous amount of money. Funds are low and I'm challenging myself to see if I can have some fun in the van in my home state for like $100 because that's about all I got. The only thing is that my van is not super equipped to deal with winter weather, and I kind of hate winter weather. There's a reason why I'm not usually here in the winter. So I don't know, let's see what we can do. And right now I'm trying to get to this lighthouse. It wouldn't be a road trip without a little bit of fast food. And weirdly enough, that was the first time that I've ever had someone in the drive-thru notice my van. She was like, "Oh, is that like a camper?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." I thought that was funny. That's never happened to me ever. And when I used to work in a drive-thru, I feel like I would look in people's cars. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I went with the ice spikes again, just in case. The trail that I'm on right now holds a very special place in my heart because this is the first trail that I ever went on by myself without anyone else. And I remember at the time thinking, oh my God, I'm scared. It's like less than a mile. It's not difficult. Nothing could have gone wrong. Thought I was the coolest person in the world for doing this. Yeah, you have to start somewhere. So here we are. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys a couple things that I'm bringing with me on this trip because it is a winter trip and I wouldn't normally take this stuff, but here it is. The first thing is I'm bringing this giant battery with me. And this was actually given to me as a gift. And if you've been watching my videos before, you'll know that I use a much smaller battery in the summer. But because it's winter, I am going to be using this thing a lot more than I normally would. Because I have this, I'm able to sleep in the van because I'm going to be using heating pads to put inside of my sleeping bag, and this will charge them no problem. It is a huge battery. I really like it because it has all of these USB ports, which I use a lot, but it also has these for my heating pad. And I haven't used this before, but it is able to start your car. Oh, you can see me in the reflection. Hi! If you need a jump though, you can use this, which is insane and is such a good peace of mind because you never know where you're gonna be and if you have somebody to help you jump your car. So that's kind of a cool feature. There's also USB-C plugs, and then this is of course where you charge it. I charge it usually in the van because, you know, I'm driving a lot and it's really easy to do it that way. But you can charge it inside too before you go on a trip. Another cool feature is that it has this little compartment on top so you can keep all of your charging cords, which I love because they're super easy to lose. But anyway, this is definitely an upgrade from my summertime one, and I'm really excited to see how it goes with the heating pads because I've never done that before. I usually use a hot water bottle, so this is going to be just like a massive upgrade. I definitely feel like I put this battery to the test on this trip, so if any of you are in the market, I will leave all of the information below as well as a discount code. Bitoman and I are also doing a giveaway over on Instagram, so make sure you enter to win that. Another thing I brought are my crampons, or ice cleats, or whatever you call them. We call them crampons in my house, but these are going to be necessary for sure. I also brought this mini shovel because I don't know what's going to happen. It just felt right to bring that just in case. And then I always have my ice scraper. I mean, I always have that in the winter, but then I have an extra blanket here. This is like one of those sleeping bag material ones. And then this is my ginormous winter sleeping bag. So compared to my summer one, which I actually have, this is my summer one. And that is my winter one. So a lot bigger, a lot heavier, and it has gotten me through some cold nights. So we'll see. I want to set up shop for a minute, and there is a little tiny patch of sand over there. But the only way to get there is to cross this. Or that bridge back there, but we're gonna ignore that and we're gonna do this. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous! Should we do it? I got my ice spikes. No! Oh my god. You know what? If I fall in, I'll die of hypothermia. So we'll walk to the bridge. Wow. It's deep over here. Land! Whew. Been at the beach for 2 seconds and there's already sand in there. Little sand didn't kill anybody. Genuinely don't know how everything got so sandy. Oh my god, it's everywhere. I guess the beach does that. Doesn't matter if you're here in the summer or the winter. I literally knew that was gonna happen. Ah. Well, I saved my cocoa, so that's pretty good. Not to be dramatic, but I feel like having hot cocoa in beautiful places might be what I live for. Like, I love it. Cheers. Okay, because I fell in the stream, I didn't get too wet, but I did get my feet wet, so I have to pack up and go put on dry shoes. That was kind of dumb, but whatever. I have an extra pair, so it's okay. I just don't want to get hypothermia and lose my toes. But I just had some thoughts while I was here, and I just wanted to say that there's something so nice about coming back to a place that you know well. There's so much less stress involved with visiting a trail you already know, a road you already know. It's just nice because I feel like so much of the time, you know, I don't know where I am, and I'm relying on GPS and I'm relying on reviews of what trails are good, and it's just kind of nice to be home and to know like, oh yeah, I can go to this spot and I can just hang out. So yeah, something nice about being home for sure. Anyway, let's go save my toes. Okay, not to say that I didn't fall in, you know, on my own fault, because I did, but my ice crampon thingies get so much freaking stuff stuck to the bottom of them, and then it's like you fall over into streams, obviously. The dogs are doing much better. They're warm, and I'm about to put some socks on them. And now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna sleep for the night because it's gonna start getting dark. I have a couple areas that I researched because I'm not super familiar with doing van life up here because I've only done it one time. The place that I went before is actually closed for the winter, so I think that's what I'm gonna run into a lot up here at this time of year. If I can't find a spot, I called the casino and I asked the casino if I could stay there, and they were like, yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be a pretty cold night, so maybe I can go play slots if I get really, really cold. My windows are disgusting, but holy crap. Yes. Wow. Got my ramen. I'm gonna eat my dinner right there. So what a great example of how everything you see on the internet is fake, because I was gonna sit there with my ramen and enjoy the sunset. Then out of nowhere, two teenage boys come up, stand right in front of me, take a bunch of photos right in front of me, which I get it. I'm taking photos a lot, but it's just funny. Like, I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, and that would be my luck. Also, no ramen for me because I forgot my lighter in the car, and if I go get it, I'm gonna miss this. So I'll just make my ramen when I'm done enjoying the sunset. Okay, this time I'm not gonna fall in this stream. Okay, so when people say they're scared because they're solo female and they don't want to travel by themselves, this is why. Okay, let me show you. Creepy van, just waiting at the only exit, which is this boardwalk. He just drove away now, but like, he could park anywhere else. but I would have had to walk past his van to get to my van. I'm not saying that guy was trying to murder me, but this is a tip for people. I would just encourage you, anyone watching, to maybe think about how they might come across as scary to somebody who is traveling by themselves. I'm pretty seasoned, so that didn't freak me out, but like, that is the kind of stuff that scares people. So maybe give people a little bit more space. Like, he saw me on the beach by myself. He could have backed up a little bit, or not just like waited. I had to like kind of hang out for a second out on that boardwalk to wait for him to drive away. So something to think about. Okay, I found my spot for the night. It's a really good spot, I think, because it's street parking, but I'm across from an apartment, and then I also have like houses on this side, and then there's like a bar like a block away. So there's other people parked here, and you know, I could be at a friend's house. I could be in that apartment. Many reasons why someone would be parked here. I think it's a good spot. There's no reason why someone would bug me. Let me show you the setup. I'm like really tired, so I kind of just did it without recording it. But I have my sleeping bag, my winter sleeping bag, of course. Then down here, it is plugged in to my giant battery, and it is still at 93%. After charging all of my stuff today, like all my camera batteries, my drone, my GoPro batteries, and my phone, it is still at 93%. So I'm excited to see how it will handle the heating pad tonight, because that is a much higher wattage. I was nervous that I was gonna freeze, but now that I'm in here, I think I'm gonna be totally fine. Like with my sleeping bag and the heating pad, there's no way that I'm gonna be cold, I think. Okay, good night.